And welcome to my channel. So today quickly I'll be walking us through the overview, or what I'll call the introduction to Fuseon, because I'll actually drop a couple of videos in which I will still explain more about what the project entails. So Fuseon is the central for liquidity hub on Plasma, and they are pioneering the next generation of automated market maker on Plasma blockchain, and they draw their inspiration from leading DeFi protocols such as Curve, Solidly, and Velodrome. Now, to achieve this, they actually believe in sustainable growth through innovative V33 mechanism and robust tokenomics. Now, since their goal is to be the central for liquidity hub on Plasma, there must be something they must do different, such as attract this liquidity to themselves. This is by finding a means to what? To make sure people lock their tokens and they are being incentivized for doing so. And they adopted the V33 model, in which Curve Finance also was also. So before I move deeper into how this was achieved, I would like to explain more about the model. Like I said, the model was first implemented by Andre on the Solidly protocol and later popularized by Curve Finance. So basically, the model is divided into three parts, which is the float escrow tokens, the V tokens, the economic incentives. This is what they use to incentivize those that actually lock up their tokens, and the controlled emissions. This is just like a dynamic adjustment of emission to prevent excessive dilution and maintain a balance between incentives and inflation. Now, to the model itself is as simple as this. User lock up their Fuse token on Fuseon, and after doing so, Fuseon issued both escrow fees, which is V fees, to the users, and the quantity issued to each users will actually depend on the lock duration. Some will lock for 4 years, while some will lock for just for 2 years, while some will lock for will lock for just a week. So you don't expect the reward to be the same. Now, after they lock up their tokens there and they are issues V tokens, all fees generated through trading and some other activities on Fusion will be redistributed back to what? Back to people that lock up their tokens. So that's what the V3 model is about. Now, another thing that interests me here is that on Fusion, every stakeholder are actually what? Actually a winner, because they take care of what? Of every stakeholder on Fusion, right from what? From the PEVs voters. You know, these are people that lock up their tokens, and they are the ones that decide on which pool the emission will go. So through their voting, they decide that. Now, once protocols notice this, what they do is incentivize the voters to vote for them by using a high APR to kind of woo them. And what once users see this, they vote for protocols in which the emission will go through, will go to, and everyone is happy. Now, to the liquidity providers, these are people that actually make sure that deposit their tokens to enable trading on Fusion. They are also rewarded with Fuse emission as reward as well. While for traders, these are people that come to trade, swap, and do some other things. And trader will be what? Will be able to swap at a very low spillage, because there is high volume of liquidity on Fusion. And the issue of low spillage can actually lead to loss of fund. Well, because this will have been taken care of, because Fusion is a big name and as was high liquidity, it will be the central for liquidity hub on Plasma. So this is Fuse tokenomics in summary. I will still talk about this in my next video. This does the breakdown of everything in the Fuse tokenomics. So in my next video, I'll talk about the protocol design and the voting mechanism. So I don't want my video to be longer than this. I plan 5 minutes. So just watch out for my next video where I take you through the product design. Thanks for listening. and welcome to my channel once again. Take care.